really connects us with the divine life energy that is behind and within everything, whether that's the flowers in your garden or the trees with all the leaves that are coming back in and the shade they provide and the oxygen, or maybe it's the roof over your head or the food that you eat or a divine idea or the kindness of a loved one. Behind and within everything is a universal divine life energy, and gratitude helps us be present to it. We're calling forth the divine essence to be present in our physical experience, in our human experience. We're seeing it. We're connecting the two. This is why the practice of gratitude is so powerful. It can be transformative because we're now awakened to oneness. We're awakened to the idea that the universe is for us and everything is working together for our good. That's what the practice of radical gratitude can give us. That awareness. There's no doubt. The universe is working for me. It's here for me. For all of us. That experience of gratitude. So here is what the poet Wordsworth said about his experience with this. Something far more deeply interfused, whose dwelling is the light of setting suns, and the round ocean, and the living air, and the blue sky, and the mind of man. A motion and a spirit that impels all thinking things, all objects of all thought, and rolls through all things. Wow, that's understanding and experiencing the divine essence in this human physical existence, including humanity. Isn't it? All right, so let's clarify what we mean by when I talk about gratitude here. Let's get on the same page about this, because when I speak about gratitude here, I'm not talking about giving thanks to a supernatural being outside of us in heaven somewhere that's watching over us, that deems us worthy of showering a blessing upon us for whatever reason. No. It's not about that God outside of us. That thinking keeps us kind of trapped in a false belief of that we're separate from Source, that we're separate from our good. So it's more dwelling in the energy of gratitude. It's about dwelling in the energy of gratitude that opens an awareness of our oneness with everything. And then we start to see Spirit at work in our lives. We see Spirit in everything. We start to see Spirit at work in our relationships, in other people, in our situations. And we get to a point where we feel, oh, wow, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. You're blessed. We're all blessed. It's just that some of us focus on our blessings. You know what I'm talking about. Some of us focus on our blessings more than we focus on what's wrong, what's missing. Ain't it awful? Because what we focus on, what? Grows. Yeah, it manifests. It grows. It multiplies. So what we're doing is that we are awakening to that spiritual dimension. We're awakening that spiritual essence that is within this, everything in this physical experience. That's spiritualizing our humanness. And suddenly everything is alive with spirit, with life, with love, with abundant good. That's the possibility. That's the place that we can get to with the practice of gratitude. So, gratitude is an important tool in our toolbox, not only because it's transformational, but because it's so easy to get to. It's so immediate. You don't need much. You just need to take a moment, take a breath, look around you, notice something to be grateful for. Oh, God, look at the green, that bright green of those trees. I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful to each one of you for being here. Otherwise, I'd be talking to a wall. I'm so grateful to the beautiful music that we have here. I'm so grateful for the microphone that's working. And so I can be heard, so you can all hear me. I am grateful for these beautiful, have you noticed this beautiful artwork? They're these beautiful, they're like dream catchers. We have a new artist. Please, after the service, go and read about them. They're really magnificent. So you see what you see. You think of one, and then it leads to another, and then it leads to another, and then you think of something else you're grateful for, right? And it just snowballs. And before you know it, you got a smile on your face, and you're feeling blessed, and you can know that Spirit is at work in your life. And this is the sweet spot. That's the sweet spot, that intersection of fully human and fully divine. That's what it feels like. And now we're empowered to move forward in our lives because we know the universe has our back. Right? So how about we make the month of May a month to celebrate our blessings? What do you think? What a perfect opportunity this month to focus on our blessings. Let's make a commitment to focus on our gratitude practice, radical gratitude, right? And see where it takes us. I can stand here and talk about it, but you don't know, you won't experience it until you practice it in your life. And I know many of you have. I'm talking to you and like you've never experienced. I know you have. Many of you have had that experience. But sometimes we forget. Sometimes we've let that practice go. So I want to inspire you to re-engage that practice. And the best thing that I have found, the best way to instill a gratitude practice so that it's part of your daily routine is to write at least 5 things that you're grateful for every day. And you can do this either at the beginning of the day, when you're just like as part of your spiritual thing that you do in the morning, or you can do it at the end of the day when you're reflecting back on all the blessings of your day and then write them down and just kind of take note of it and be with it. I mean, you're writing it down, but be with it. Think about what I said about that gratitude bubbling up within you and opening your heart and feeling your connection and feeling that divine life essence that is supporting you. After a while, you begin to see, of course, of course, this is how life is. This is how it's meant to be. And then after a while, if you've done it a few months, you're writing it down. You don't have to write it down anymore, but it's always good to do that. So to support you in your practice of gratitude, you're all getting a gratitude journal. So if I could have the greeters come by with the baskets that have a gratitude journal. You get a gratitude journal. You get a gratitude journal. You get a gratitude journal. Everybody here gets a gratitude journal. This is why it's good to be here in person, those of you online. But no, I kid. Because if you are on the live stream, just let us know if you want one, and we'll figure out a way to get that to you, okay? Because we have plenty. We'll hold it for you. So, yeah. So open it up. You're grateful for your gratitude journal, right? Well, I want this to be yours, but let me just look. I think in the front, okay, in the front it says this journal belongs to. Put your name on that front page, right? So we know it's yours, because I know what happens. Some people leave things on the chair. They get so busy. They're happy. They're talking to other people. They're engaged, and they kind of forget. And so if you put your name on that front, we know that it's yours, and we'll get it back to you. Right? And then, so this person has divided it up in interesting ways. I think people is, what is it? People that I'm grateful for. People I'm thankful for. Activities I enjoyed today. Today I'm grateful for. So you can either follow it this way. I think it might be good to do it this way, actually. Or you can just write your 5 gratitudes here in the center. And then goals and plans for tomorrow. Yeah, that's good too. But really, this is you're focusing on your gratitude. Okay? All right, so this is supporting you in your practice. I promise you, if you stick with this for a month, you do this every day for a month, your life will be different at the end of this month, this merry, merry month of May. It will be different if you really stick with this and follow this. We're talking transformation here. We're talking that sweet spot of that intersection of fully human and fully divine. You're integrating it. You're bringing it together for yourself. Namaste.